Welcome back to Keys to the Hustle. Today we're going to be diving further into my culture through community. Our guest today is going to be Jake from Explicit Studios. He's based out of New Zealand and moving across the ditch. Jake does mirror carvings and he carves stories and journeys into reflections. I found him in New Zealand through his content, and he's doing a lot of great collaborations with our people and now venturing over across the ditch to us. So we're really lucky to have him in Perth. He is otherwise a Levin boy, born and bred in NZ, and yeah, we've caught him on his holiday and we're just going to have a bit of a chat. And I would say you're probably unique in your niche. I haven't seen another mirror carver.
Yeah, I know there's maybe one or two people that have tried it, but yeah, no one's turned into a business yet, so that's good.
No longevity, which
No.
is great for you. Keep on hustling in your niche.
Right, definitely.
What got you started into carving? Was it a job before this? Where were you prior to being who you are now?
So prior to engraving, it was doing tattooing. So I've been a tattoo artist for 7 years now. So that has brought in a really good range of ideas of what people like, and that experience behind it really translated nicely into mirror carving, which I saw online. And from there, just took it into my own hands to try it out with moko, and that's really flowed in nicely with the translating journeys into reflections and where we are and what we've done to get to where we are right now is just a nice format behind that, I think. So.
Yeah, and when you're actually translating people's stories into actual reflections, I feel like that keynote is amazing and really beautiful, bro.
Definitely. It's you see it on the clients' faces, when you're translating such special pieces. I've had everything from trauma to birthdays to everything. So to be able to, for them to even choose me in the first place is beautiful in itself. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, I've seen your work all the way over here to where you've actually been doing most of your work and back home. So where are you from?
Levin. Shout out Levin, but small town. That was a big part of who I am today. Not so much the town itself, but everything that comes with a small town. Small town mentality is very big. Tall poppy is very big in New Zealand. So to be able to be doing what I'm doing right now is a blessing and a half for it to reach that far is very cool. Yeah. Very cool.
Keep going, keep striving. I think we're only limited by our own mind and perception of ourselves. So
definitely
keep going, bro. I look forward to seeing your growth. I think you're going to do amazing things like you've already done. How'd you get to do work for Hannah?
Oh, that was really cool. What I find is quite cool when you come into the business side of art is making your network and creating a pathway to different people and different connections and where they reach. And it started off with Tuhira, the new gag. Yeah. So we did a moko kanohi piece for his father that recently passed. Yeah. And then from that video, Hana followed, and then that was unreal. I literally messaged, usually with these type of people, I message straight away if I see it. Yeah. While they've seen it, while they're in the wow motion, then I'd get in there right away and ask. Offered her a piece for her office, and she took it very happily, and I was very grateful for that opportunity. A lot of things have come from that mirror alone, so definitely took the action on that one, and it's been a blessing from what's come from that. I think we did that mirror, made the video for it, took some pictures, and then overnight around 60 orders came through for that. So that was
reach is huge on social media.
100%. It's the new age of especially creative side. I know a lot of business on the creative side of things now with experience, and reach is everything. Influential is everything. Just reaching the right people, getting your artwork out there is the hardest part, and once you do it, it's out there.
And divine timing, probably. I know the new gag, shout out new gag, he used to live here.
Yep.
I've bumped into him at the last Waitangi Day, which feels like, well, not this year's Waitangi, maybe the last year's Waitangi Day. And he is just gracious as. So I'm glad he got you an opportunity and another door into meeting Hannah. I guess for those who don't know Hannah, or everyone knows Hannah,
Yeah.
she ripped up a proposal in the Māori Parliament and is a very strong young rangatira.
Rangatira tanga.
She's very big in our community, and I'm very proud to even know of her existence. I'm proud of
Definitely.
her journey and what she's doing in the Pāti Māori. So that is a cool experience,
I
bro.
think she's definitely guiding the younger generation when it comes into that as well. So I think that's a really awesome thing, especially with how Māori have been treated over the last 100 years. It's awesome to see such a change in the community. To be
Yeah.
able to call this a job is mind-blowing, you know, to be able to passionately put out moko on mirrors all over New Zealand and Australia is unheard of at that point. So
I've seen your star pickets on where you've had mahi done or where you've sent mirrors, and
Yeah.
I think it's only going to grow. Māoris are everywhere.
They don't love to travel, eh?
Yeah, we're wayfinders.
Yeah.
So I guess, could you tell me a little bit about my piece you've made me?
Yeah.
Bro?
So for those that don't know, with every piece we create, it tells a story and it tells a journey of the beholder of it. So with your piece, we had a request of including whānau and business and journey on where you're going. Very strong-minded on where you want to go, hustle-wise, motivated. So up the top, I decided to split business and whānau because we need that separation in life when it comes to it.
Don't hire your cousins.
Yeah, so up the top, we have my interpretation of a Haast Eagle. I find the Haast Eagle goes well with kind of fearlessness, sharp vision on where you're going, and you're tackling business opportunities and whatever comes thrown your way with business. Like everything, there's going to be new problems no matter the journey. So that Haast Eagle is a huge part of it. It ties into the mangopari there, and it brings in growth as well. So that's just strengthen your vision and your journey there alone. So that's the top section. Down the bottom, probably can't see that, but we have Manaia down there to guide you through you and your whānau through life. Have your ancestors watching over you in that. And then remind me on your kids, sorry.
I got three of them.
3 kids there, yeah. And then we got you and your partner there too. So everyone's in there.
Beautiful.
And both sections just really tie in a good, that's just my interpretation on your story and journey.
Thank you. The wow factor is very real. So I'm very fortunate to have come across one of your pieces. I will be treasuring this for a very long time.
Awesome.
So thank you, Jake.
No worries at all.
I guess with your business in that case, what is the goal for you?
Oof. I don't know. With I'd say creative mind, you do just always jump and keep going. The job's never done. Always creating. I think at one point I'd just love for my hands to whatever they touch make gold, you know. So whether that be in mirrors or tattoos or who knows, whatever I get into in the future, it takes me anywhere. But as long as I can provide my dream house and my future whānau everything they need and want, that is my end goal, really. So making sure my family is well off and making sure everyone is, no need to worry about money anymore would be beautiful.
I think that's everyone's goal, and I'm glad you've gotten it started. You seem like a young hustler. I don't know how old you are.
24.
Nice. So genuinely a young hustler. Nice. So I suppose if there was another young boy over in Levin watching you and wondering how he can branch out into something he's talented in, where would you tell him to start?
Well, I always think through experience, I now choose passion over profit. When it comes to things, I think profit will always come no matter how much passion. Profit will always come when you put your passion to work, you know. I think mental-wise, I think it's just a lot more beneficial doing what you enjoy. Just keep creating if that's what you do. I'm more of a creative side minded, so
Yeah.
if there was someone that was creative and still wanting to crack it, just keep trying, keep going. If you asked me 1 year ago, I would not have told you that it was mirrors that took me around the world. So
Yeah.
just honestly keep creating, try different avenues of things. I really believe in law of attraction. You have to vision. It has to be in your vision before it comes true. So mentality is huge. So for anyone in a small town or anything, just a burning desire is everything. If you know where you're going and you know where you're going to be, nothing can stop you really. Any problems that come, they're just things you need to overcome, and they're not end of the world. So just carry on, keep pushing.
Yeah. Your small town is not the end of your story, eh?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. I think it's quite easy to get caught up in your own little hierarchies in those small towns and who's who and what they do. So just keep pushing. Travel. I highly recommend traveling. Traveling opens up your mind a lot. It shows you that problems aren't that big when you go see how much of the world there is. So I think honestly, probably one of the first things to do is travel. Get out of the small town, go see where you can go, what you can do, because everything is a thought. So seeing these huge structures and everything, that's all human made. So knowing that you can pretty much do whatever you want is a huge part of it.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people know that you can do so much with your life, especially if you've got that burning desire. I mean, the world's your oyster at the end of the day. And I think what you said's beautiful with regards to your goal. I mean, if you move to Perth, I can help you buy a house. I sell real estate.
Yeah, real estate.
Yeah.
No, we're aiming for Brisbane. So
Cool.
partner really likes the beaches.
Nice.
I think that's a huge opportunity for me to start growing the Australian market. So I'm still going to be in New Zealand just as much as I am now. I'm traveling pretty much 2 weeks out of 4 every month. So for I think my partner getting a part-time job would be nice so that we can travel together.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to you, sis, for your sacrifice.
Yep, she the goat.
Oh, she did go. Cool. So outside of Brisbane and Australia, obviously you've been to New Zealand. Is there anywhere international on your cards for travel or somewhere you would like to go?
I've done a lot of traveling. Luckily, I'm very lucky with my partner being German. So we have a nice home base over in Germany, so we're able to go tour Europe. We've done Europe 3 years in a row.
Oh, wow.
Done most of Europe now. So done a little bit of America, bit of a iffy time to go check out America.
Yeah, a bit of a weird time.
It's a huge market though. There's a lot of people there, but I think that's why I'm trying to expand, not only with moko, but I love my architecture. So engraving architecture onto glass is a huge passion of mine as well. A lot more time restraining, but it's the benefit of it is a lot better. It opens up the market quite a lot for my mahi.
Yeah.
But there's Māoris everywhere. There's Māoris in Canada.
Yeah.
There's Māoris in
Thailand.
England. Yeah, everywhere.
Bali.
So honestly, I think just trying to keep focused on one thing is huge as well.
Yeah, and rely on your community to carry you. I think there'll be a lot of people doing cool things in our Māori culture that will see you and push you. So I guess never think it's only people with tall poppy syndrome out there. I think there's a lot of supporters within our community too, and sussing them out.
Definitely. Our community's been... I've had a couple of businesses, and this is the first business that has been just for our community, and it has been my favorite clients, hand down. Everything about it is respectful, polite. There's no when is it ready. There's no I'm over this. This was shit. But I think it's it's been a blessing to have the client base that I have. It's very family orientated. When you do one piece for someone, you end up doing the whole whānau. So that's a huge blessing in itself. Yeah.
And a good bankroll. Yeah. Well
done. Passion first.
Yeah, passion first, profit second.
Yeah. No, the profit has been another huge blessing in itself. So it's only been the last 6 months with these mirrors, and this last 6 months has been my best financial year already. So yeah,
Nice.
that's been
The
awesome.
tax man's gonna love you
Oh
here.
yeah. Yep. Yep.
Oh, cool. I guess so you want to own property in Brisbane, probably not limited to expanding in Australia too, seeing as you're traveling a lot. I guess.
I think my home base will always be New Zealand. When I do end up building my dream home, it won't most likely will be in New Zealand,
Yeah.
out in the Wops. Huge shed that I can learn whakairo on. I'll be
Yeah.
that 50-year-old man that's probably deaf and carving wood for days.
Yeah.
But
Not one of those
that's
uncles.
meditation for me, I think. So I'm putting in the hard yards now. Trying not to burn out, but just
Yeah.
continuing on making as much as I can prior to my 30s, and
Mm.
hopefully can relax from then onwards. So,
Yeah, beautiful. How many pieces have you committed to here in Perth in your short time here?
we've done 4 days. By tonight, I have 10 mirrors finished off. So,
Wow.
yeah, it's been on the verge of burnout for sure, but it's been
Yeah.
good adventure. Good. I always like to push myself, sometimes push too hard, but I
Yeah.
think from multiple trips to Australia, I've definitely figured out a good way to contain the burnout. Um,
Nice.
it's something that's very not talked about a lot when it comes to creative people is the burnout.
Yeah, even just hardworking in general, I've got to balance a lot too. So I understand how you can get to burning out, especially when you're pushing yourself so
Mm,
hard to achieve all your goals. So you're doing well,
thank you.
doing very well, bro.
Thank you.
Mm. Any exciting collaborations coming up?
Yeah, I do have a few. I can't say too much about a couple of them,
True.
but I think, um, yeah, I do have some nice pieces coming up. We just did a piece with Nipia, an actor from New Zealand. He
Mm.
was fantastic. That was an awesome opportunity to make. Um, yeah, new pieces. Honestly, just keep making mirrors as much as I can. Create,
Yeah.
create, create. We have new window decals that have come out, which have been a hit.
I swear I just saw those on my timeline.
Yeah. Yeah, no, those were awesome. It was like 2 days and 200,000 views on that, and yeah, 30,000
Nice.
shares or something like that. So it's definitely getting around.
Yeah, your engagement's up there.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been unreal, the engagement since January.
Mm.
Haven't really had too much. I've been growing the Instagram for 5 years. I was stuck at around 9,000 followers,
Mm.
and I thought that was really good.
Yes.
I was getting the work that I needed to be done, so I was paying the bills. And then as soon as we posted a couple mirrors, did one for Ngā Manawatoi, a beautiful studio in Auckland with probably all of the best moko artists I've seen,
Mm.
all under one roof is
Pressure's
hectic.
on.
Yeah, but they're an awesome group of people. I did the first mirror for them, and that was a really cool experience. And from there, it just went absolutely crazy. I think from there we reached Tuhira, from there we reached Hana, and then after Hana we probably went from 9,000 to 22,000 within a couple of months,
Yeah.
and now we just keep trying to grow, keep trying to push it out there. So yeah.
Well, I hope to grow you at least even a little bit with some West Aussies or
Yeah,
some West
definitely.
Aussie Māoris too. There's a lot of
Definitely.
us that flock to this side because it's far enough from home.
You still get a taste of New Zealand here for sure with all the
Yeah.
BP and there's BP, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Or
yeah.
in Brisbane there is, but Woolworths as well. It's nice to see some sort of familiarity with it when you're not so homesick. You can definitely tell it's different, but you
Mm.
get some sort of taste of home as well. So
Yeah, like they have Hungry Jacks here, which I think is Burger King,
yeah,
but
yeah,
Aussie-fied.
yeah.
And then you'll have to go check out Cuzzies if you have time.
What's that one?
That one's actually, you will have better kai back home.
We do
But
love
still pretty
seafood
good.
boils. That's the
Yeah.
number one. We usually go try out a seafood boil everywhere. So
In your beautiful craft, you obviously navigate a lot of wairua and meaning with regards to individuals. How do you navigate that process? And I guess what do you think draws people to reaching out to you for one of your pieces?
well, I think it can be a huge range.
Yeah.
Some people just want a personal gift for themselves. Some people just want something for a birthday.
Hmm.
Birthday keys are very big. in our culture, with the 21st or the 50th I've seen have been the main ones. Big key points in your life to lead into adulthood and everything. Not the 50, obviously.
Yeah, 50, we're
But
halfway
yeah.
gone.
No, but I think a lot of people reach out when they feel like they need something set into glass, and not so much into glass, but set something in stone where they can remember that moment, or they can carve a story that needs to be told. I think at some points in life, some things do need to be brought to life, and to be able to carve that into my translation of that is very blessing and a half to
Yeah.
get that in there. So we've had people come from definitely trauma. Trauma is a huge part of it. I think that's a heavy one to hold for sure. Especially when you're taking money from it, it's hard to
Accept that one.
hard to accept that one for sure. But definitely have had some sad stories. We've had happy stories. We've had every emotion.
What is your creative process when it comes comes to inquiry and then creating the product? I know you did ask me about my story and myself. Is it a similar path with everyone who inquires?
Definitely. I think we have a good process set up for it, and that's just me trying to get as much knowledge as I can on what we want the piece to represent. And the main core of these mirrors are to reflect on your journey. So to really, some people use them as a trophy of what they have achieved. So looking in the mirror over a rough day, knowing, wow, well, I have done quite a bit in my life. So, we can get through it, and we've achieved things that have happened, and we've had problems and we've overcome them. So those are awesome mirrors to create, because
motivational reflections.
100%. And then you also have the emotional ones where it's just remembering people. So I think that's how we attack that, is just asking where they're from. And then you're taking the maunga or the mountains, the rivers from where they're from, and translating that into the mirror alongside putting in their whānau that have been there for them in these tough times or good times, and just having that support. I do keep when it comes to those type of feelings and emotions, I keep some set things in there that do translate to a lot of mirrors, but it's a nice kind of, I guess that's my artistic expression on it as well, is if it's a sad one, having the family there for you. I'm very family orientated, and I know some people where I'm not as lucky to have that family orientation. So it's really just understanding each client and understanding what they want that mirror to achieve, whether they want to look at it and be able to grieve through the mirror, or be able to be happy through the mirror, and just connecting those emotions through the mirror and the carvings. Definitely.
So with regards to your moko work, it's obviously traditional to have that knowledge passed down. Why is that?
I think it's just a very special art. It's an art form that has been around for a very, very long time. If it was given out to everyone, and if it was expressed to everyone, I think it's just very kept within the culture, and they have a lot of, recently you have a lot of issues of Spanish people seeing it online, or not even, called out Spanish.
No,
but
that's all good.
there's like a couple other cultures that just see it and they think it's cool, and they just go along and draw what they see on Pinterest, and they go along with that, not knowing any of the meanings. So the meanings are very special with all the art we do. You can look back at the moko made a very long time ago, and they all represent, special things. It's also quite hard to stick a pin in exactly what some of them mean, because like they do have their general meanings, but then it was almost seems like Chinese whispers of what this means in each tribe in iwi. So I find every tribe in iwi has little flares on how they use it, and how they flow and everything about it. So I think that's what's so special about being taught it from specific people, is that you're getting that handed down knowledge, rather than, I think you can go out and explore and try find it all yourself.
Mm.
There are courses and stuff you can go to learn as well.
Yeah.
I really recommend learning it properly and not just drawing it because it is cool.
Yeah, I do think it translates into other cultures too. I know a
Mm,
lot of people get Chinese tattoos and they
mm,
don't necessarily know what it means,
yeah,
just want it to be cool.
yeah.
I actually do stop people who I don't know if they're a part of the culture, but I'll ask. I go, "Oh,
Mm,
what's that? What does that mean?" And
mm.
then they
Well,
go,
I thought it was kind of like
mm,
when I first received moho, it was this is very, very similar to my dad's and my brother's piece on the
mm,
forearm. We all got the kind of similar piece as like a men of our family all got the similar piece in a similar place. And I remember when we went to the moko artist, my dad was like, "So remind us what it means." Like
yeah,
the moko artist even was like, "Remind me what it means." And at the time, I was just like, "Well, I thought a koru meant this, and I thought that meant that, and a
yeah,
puhoro meant that, and a mangapari meant that." But I can now tell, like I mentioned with your one, damn, we've done 10 mirrors in the last 4 days. So I've had 10 different stories come through. We can definitely use each pattern to reflect each thing and use them in different ways but it'll all be personal to the story and to their journey. So I thought it was this meant that, that meant that,
yeah.
but it's very tailored to each person's journey and yeah, that was something to get my head around at the first because I thought it was exactly that's what it meant. But
Yeah.
yeah, and
There's no
then
translation book for those or
no,
symbol.
definitely, and you'll find that more coastal tribes will have a lot more curvature and a lot more waves in their patterns, and a lot more tribes and iwis in the inner land. It's kind of like what you look around and what you see in nature. So they have more
Mm.
trees, more mountains, and everything like that. So it really is. I find that really cool, and eventually I want to travel around and get to know and understand why they flow like that and why they choose these patterns. And I've talked to a lot of moko artists, and I always love to ask when someone says, I'm from Ngāti Raukawa.
Yeah.
How do you interpret that in your art? And we do find that there's a lot of the rivers that flow there, researching what mountains they have around them and all that. So
Yeah. And
yeah,
using that as inspiration for the
definitely.
piece.
And it all is kind of down to the artist themselves on how they interpret that. Everyone's learning. We are all learning. I'm still learning.
Yeah.
I think I'll be doing this for a very long time and still learning. It's an awesome practice to be. It gets my mind going still. There's so much stuff I haven't learned yet. Sure, there's more ways I could use patterns and use them in specific ways to tell a better story or portray a different idea on what they're doing. So I love listening to very experienced moko artists and how they interpret it because they go really deep into it. It's not just
Yeah.
surface level on this is your mum, this is your dad. It's like this is where they grew up and this is everything that's come from that. So I think that's really exciting to keep learning about it and just keep on learning. Yeah.
I know you for this hustle and this craft. What were your businesses like before this?
So I first started off, I was in waterproofing, and doing waterproofing was nice, and I made good money. But I always wanted to venture out and do my own business. I always wanted to try make something for myself.
Entrepreneur.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm.
So when I was 18, I started a business which was uh, online supermarket for university students.
Oh,
So we created a online store that helped university students have a more affordable lifestyle. We
very
had an
cool.
investor in on that one. We went hard on it. We tried going and building it as much as possible. I didn't have as much business experience that I wish I did
Yep.
in that time, but I think at the whole taking it as it is and just going for it, taking all opportunities
Yeah.
you can do.
Trial
I
and
think
error.
I think we did the best we possibly could for that business. We came across so many problems that we just didn't even think about, even though we sat there for months just debunking as much as we could what we think would happen. But until you're actually in the thick of it, you really don't know what's going to come your way.
Yeah.
So we ended up getting a liquor license and then got called for a meeting by the police New Zealand, and they were like, we need to talk about this, and
Yeah.
pretty much just got talked out of having a liquor license for the business and stuff. And little I understand where they're coming from for sure, but there was a few things that was just kind of seemed a bit monopolized when it was like you can't send more than 2 boxes to a household every week. It's like one box a week you could send out to each household. And then I pretty much just pulled up Thirsty Liquor and I was like, well, I can order 50 boxes right now. So like, I don't really know what you mean there.
What's the difference?
Yeah, but that was one I learned heavily about delegating in that business. So
Yeah.
it was my baby, it was my project baby. So spent years on it, and I was very, very it was very hard to really give jobs away to people, and it would have made the business flow a lot easier, and I wouldn't be here right now doing what I'm doing if I didn't have these failures in the past. I think you need to experience those things. I went into
building.
Definitely went into a massive burnout in that, because I was just waking up, working till 2 a.m., going to sleep, waking up, working till 2 a.m., and just really grinding, trying to go out there and do it. But hard work really isn't everything. I think that's a huge part. Mental health is huge as well with business. I think as much as it is nice getting money, you really need to focus on your mental health, because if you're not here, what the heck does money got to do with it, you know?
Exactly. Well, how do you navigate or identify when you're burning out?
It's hard with creative things, because I find that after I stop, it's like, oh, you know, everything's there at once. So I'll be fine. I'll be going. I'll be really putting in the work. And then as soon as I stop, oh man, it just comes like a tidal wave. So really just understanding, and that's only from experience of taking breaks, eating food, drinking. It sounds so simple, but when you have 10 orders that you need to do in 4 days, you really just want to get it done, and you don't want to put anyone down or let anyone down, you know. So I'm a very easy yes man when it comes to things. And I think as a struggling artist, then going to
high demand artists,
100%, it's a lot harder to transition that. And I've talked to a few creatives, and I enjoy talking to creatives and not teaching, but giving my experiences out to them on really translating that, because going from 1 order a week, 1 order a month, bad month, good month, to just boom, you're off. Like, that's a huge change in your lifestyle, mentality, everything about it. So keeping
0
on top
to 100.
100%. I think with art, you can be a no one and then absolutely you're everyone, you know, and that's a very quick transition. So being able to, you know, help people get through that is something I enjoy for sure, because as soon as I hit the 60 mirror orders with Hana, I burnt out the next week, because and in the mindset before, I was like, I need to do this work. I need to do it. I need to make money this week. I need to pay bills, all this. And then the orders came. I did not need to do as many as I did, because it was there. It's work. You don't need to do it in the next day. But I was just pumping them out. It needs to be done. Oh my God. Like, are they going to be worried that I'm not doing it in time? So
you sound like a people pleaser like me, which is
100%.
You know, it's a gift and a curse.
Definitely.
Ourselves.
100%. Yeah. No. Well, I do. Yeah. People pleasing's bang on. No, and that's the whole thing from like the struggling artist too, though, is that you don't want to lose that job.
No.
So if that means, you know, oh crap, I do have to travel out 40 minutes to go give it to them, I probably should have charged petrol on that, but I don't want to lose the job, you know, if I tell them that. Or pricing's a huge thing that I struggled with a lot when it came to art, was how do you price your time and balance that with keeping orders in loop, you know. I would raise my prices because people would be telling me this is too cheap, and I'll raise it, and then for 1 whole month, no orders, and it's just like, well, I need to pay bills, so sale.
20% off.
20% off. But I'm very blessed that at the moment we're at a great price range. I'm very, very happy with my prices. People are coming through. I keep getting told it's too cheap, but I really appreciate from where I've come. My first job ever was $10 an hour, so to now be doing over 500 an hour is a blessing and a half.
Bonkers, crazy,
100%. So I think I always just have to remind myself that I'm blessed to be doing what I'm doing, and not let the money get over in my head, you know. So that's why I really love keeping passion over profit in my mind, because then I'm not too focused on it. as much, but can't say I don't think about the money, but it's definitely a motivator in what I do. I just think the end goal is huge in what I want. So to get that, you just have to make a decent amount of money. And if that's what it takes, then I'll just work every day until I make that. So,
yeah. So is your passion your only stream of income now, or moving into it being the only stream of income, or are you
No,
still
yeah.
going to be a multi-business owner, entrepreneur? What's going on?
I think in the end, I'd love to help people, especially in New Zealand. I find, getting out of your shell, going and trying things, going and doing the creative things that you want. Go start a business, go fail 3 times. You know, I think just being not afraid to do that is awesome. So I think the money is great in the creative side of things. I don't always want to be on the tools. So eventually, it would be nice if I had a team or
you're going to
we
be the first
somehow
one to
sort
hit
it out.
arthritis between you
Oh
and I.
yeah. Yeah, no, if it wasn't the waterproofing, it's definitely the engraving. My back is hunched over 24/7, but I think definitely the end goal would be just to enjoy life, to be honest. I think over everything, and just having enough money where, like, you want to go Switzerland, we'll go Switzerland. You want to go there, we'll go there. Like when we were waterproofing, it was a huge open mind on money and the world, because people do have money. And growing up in a small town, you didn't really see that too much. So when I moved to Auckland when I was 16, just doing waterproofing's kind of flat roofs, and the only flat roofs you have are very, very nice houses. So when we went to these houses, I would pretty much ask every single person in there. I'd be the annoying as what do you do? How did you do it? What did you do? You know, like, I'd always ask them questions, because we were talking to some very, very significant people that had some massive
grabbing
mansions.
some pearls of wisdom.
Definitely. And I found they love to talk about it too, you know, like they do love to talk about it. And I'm sure that in 30 years, if I have a very beautiful home and one of the tradies that looks like he's inspired in what he does and wants to do something for himself asks me some questions, I'd more than happily sit down and talk to him, because I'd see myself in that person. And I really do like asking those people, you know, what do you do? What are the biggest struggles you had? What are the biggest problems that you overcame? And I'd always pitch them my business ideas, and they would like, well, that's nice. And then, oh no, that's not going to work because of this and that. You know,
I did that already.
Yeah, that didn't work. He was right. But I think it's just awesome to gain that knowledge on, take every opportunity really. Like, that's just working on a site. So many people just do the job, go home, you know.
Waterproofing is a hard job too. We've got that a part of our roof tiling business. My husband's our sole earner on that side of the business, and he complains about his shoulder a lot because of the high pressure cleaning. I think that's what we call waterproofing here. Or
right.
Yeah. Is that what the high pressure cleaner?
It's more like membranes and stuff. So like laying down membrane, painting membrane down.
Nice.
Obviously we probably have a lot more weather than here, like a lot more rain.
Like
so
4 seasons in one day in
100%, 100%. So in Auckland especially, there's so much waterproofing to be done.
And shout out Auckland. I went to school in Rewa.
Rewa hard. No, I think everything about learning, it's all just a journey, and everything, you know, from waterproofing all the way to where I am now. It's taking that leap, taking that opportunity,
letting go of parts of your job to make your business flow a little bit easier.
Definitely. And a lot of people say that they want to start businesses to have more time, but it's absolutely the total opposite. Total opposite. I think the benefits in the long run, 100%, you'll probably have more time, but those 10, 15, however long it takes to be successful, that almost makes up the rest of your life's working if you did stay the same job, because you're working from as soon as you wake up all the way to going to sleep. I find that very hard switching off. So
short-term pain for the long-term gain.
100%. And I think that all ties back to the burning desire. I think if you know where you're going, mindset's everything. I think you have to have the mindset before you do the hustle, because as long as you know where you're going, as long as you know what is going to come, it will come. Law of attraction is so huge. I believe in it very, very heavily. everything that I dreamed of 5 years ago is happening now.
Yeah.
So I believe that everything from now and 5 years will come. So
Yeah, everything you're dreaming now will come to fruition in 5 years. So keep
definitely.
going, bro. Keep dreaming.
Yep,
Yeah.
we will.
Yeah. So, Jake, I'll get you to sign us off.
Cool.
Obviously, we want to know where we can find you, where we can follow your journey, where we can see the rest of your work. And yeah, I guess where we can find you in Brisbane.
Yeah, oh no, thank you very much for having me, honestly. So you guys can find me on Instagram, Explicit Studios with 2 T's. On Facebook, Explicit Studio, and pretty much everywhere Explicit Studios. But the website's www.explicitstudio.co.nz. We've just opened it up. Some fresh decals out there. We've got the mirrors all there. If you're ever wanting a custom piece or your story portrayed into a mirror, just let me know. Flick me an email, explicitinquiry@gmail.com, or flick me a message on Instagram and we can sort that out for you. Ngā mihi.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Keys to the Hustle. Thank you so much to Jake from Explicit Studio for sharing your hustle and pearls of wisdom with us. You can find all the links in the bio below. And yeah, stay tuned.